Hello and welcome to this little tutorial series about ModelBus. Today's topic will be the installation of the ModelBus server. Therefore, we have to select or we have to create a new folder, which is supposed to be the installation folder of our ModelBus server. So I will just create a new folder and name it ModelBus. So this will be my installation folder. Next thing we have to do, we have to go to the ModelBus website, click on Products and ModelBus. There we find the downloads, and now we have to select between all this version the most suitable for our course. In my case, that would be the ModelBus version Windows 64 with Eclipse Neon. So I'm supposed to download this file. When I'm downloading it, I will get a zip file. Accessing the zip file, I will find a few files which I have to select and copy them into my installation folder. So when this is done, the next thing I have to do is to create a new system environment variable. Therefore, I right click on this PC, go to Properties, go to Advanced System Settings, go to Environment Variables and System Variables. There I create a new one with the name of ModelBus underline root, and the value will be the path I choose to be my installation folder. So I go to my installation and copy this path and enter this into my system variable. Okay, so when I've done this, you can close all these windows again. So next thing you have to do is you have to download the super version plugins, which are not shipped with the ModelBus server. Therefore, you will find the download link in the video description. I've already done this, so I go back to my downloads and I've got another zip file with the plugins. So double click on this and on the plugins folder. There I got all these 4 plugins. I just select them and copy them into my plugins folder of my installation. Go right click and paste. So when they are copied, you go back to ModelBus, go to the server configuration file, and you'll find modelbus.config. Double click on this and you will find a text document. This text document is made up of 3 different locations: the repository location, the notification location, and the SVN repository location. So the repository location is the URL where your repository will be running at. So you have to replace it with the real host and port you are about to use. The notification location must not be changed, and the SVN repository location is the location of the where your repository will be stored. This can either be a path in the local file system or an URL pointing to an external supervision repository. Depending on which you are using, you can either enter a path, an absolute path, or you can just enter this short version, which will lead to a new folder which will be created alongside with the first initialization of the server. Or you can enter a specific URL which points to a repository, but then you also have to enter the user credentials the server is supposed to use. So when you've done this, you save the file and close it again. When you have closed the file, go back to your installation, and now you are able to run the ModelBus server application. So double click on this. Now you click on One Info and run it anyway because we are not at risk. And now you can see a console opens and the ModelBus server is initializing. So the ModelBus manager is starting and ModelBus is up and running. And that was the installation of the ModelBus server. There are a few other things you can choose, but therefore please check out a user guide. It will be linked down in the video description. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and see you in the next one.